So, hello, my name is Darlene Parks, and I am so grateful to be here with you today. On October 25th, 2019, my world got turned upside down when I was told I had stage 4 cancer. Unfortunately, by the time my cancer was found, it was widespread and it was advanced. It had spread from the breast to the ovaries, to the abdomen, to the lymph node, to the bone. As far as the bone, everything north of the knee got it. The femur, the pelvis, the ribs, spine, skull, it was everywhere. And a care team was very quickly assembled for me, and I began my treatment in December 2019 at Trillium. Right from the onset, everybody recommended that I contact Wellspring. I had known people that had gone through cancer before, and they recommended that I contact Wellspring. Now, frankly, at the beginning, everything is so tremendously overwhelming, and I'm going to be honest, it took me a while to reach out to Wellspring. In part because I knew if I made that call, it made it real. It wasn't a misdiagnosis, it wasn't a clerical error. If I made that call, it really meant I had cancer. That, and I'm a fiercely independent person, so for me to make that call meant I needed help, which for me was tremendously hard to do. But I soon came to realize that this cancer was bigger than me, and I did need help, so I made the call. And it frankly was the best call that I had ever made. I was greeted and welcomed with unconditional support, compassion, and encouragement. I joined a group, as you mentioned, the Oasis group, which is other individuals that have metastatic cancer, very much like me. And automatically it became friends, they became like my family. Now, cancer is very overwhelming, to say the least, as is the amount of information that is out there. And when I was first diagnosed, I heard terrifying statistics about my floating expiration date. And then I met my Oasis group. And there were some people in that group that had similar cancers to me, undergoing similar treatments to me, and they were in their 7th year, which was huge for me because it helped me realize statistics are just that. They are just numbers based on best guesses and trends, but there's so many variables they don't take into effect. And for the first time after having been diagnosed, I felt hope. Thank God I made the call to Wellspring. I have been a credit manager for about 30 years, and I love what I do. So when I was diagnosed, my boss and I sat down to have a conversation to see what this looked like for me. And she assured me she would be there for me. And I told her I had no intention of taking a leave of absence. I was going to work through this, I was going to fight this, and I was going to beat this. And throughout my entire cancer journey, with her support, I have continued to work a full-time job. And some days I have to work from home. Some days I don't get there till 10 o'clock in the morning, but I get there and I get the job done. And I can't tell you how proud I am that I'm able to still do that. So being part of the Oasis group has helped me in ways that I can't even begin to explain. We talk about our treatment, we are there for each other, we laugh, we cry, and I am so lucky to have them. Now, looking at me, some people wouldn't guess that I have cancer, let alone stage 4, let alone undergoing treatment, and I often hear you don't look sick. Well, as much as I am doing well, and I'm thriving right now, please make no mistake, cancer is hard. This disease and its treatment brings with it pain and hard side effects every single day. And it's human nature that we want to protect the ones that we love. So where this cancer beast is concerned, that means sometimes we don't always tell our loved ones exactly how much we might be hurting, or maybe explain to them the extent of our fears. But with the Oasis group, I can be completely raw, because we're all going through the exact same thing at the exact same time. It's my safe space of where I can just let it out with unconditional acceptance. And I can't tell you how much of a difference that makes, and I can't tell you how lucky I am to have that. So I have a friend that I work with, and her husband was dealing with advanced cancer, and she was the 24/7 caregiver. So she stopped in the office one day, and she was overwhelmed to the point she was just ready to break. And I talked to her about Wellspring and just how important it is to have someone to talk to. And I reached out to my contact at Wellspring, and within 24 hours, my friend got a call just asking, how can I help? And just having that resource available gave my friend what she needed to be able to decompress and just push on and be there for her husband. So I truly commend the staff. I'm sorry, I'm banging this thing, but I truly commend the staff at Wellspring. I really don't know how they do what they do. They meet us, they form a bond with us, and they watch many of us pass away, but they have this unwavering capacity to continue to be there for us. I don't know how they do what they do, but thank God they do it. So. This October will be my 5th year anniversary of having been diagnosed with cancer. Statistically, it defies the odds, but I've been through a few treatments and I will continue to fight the fight. I plan to meet my grandchildren one day, and I plan to die of old age. I learned by living with cancer. I am not dying from cancer. Wellspring is the organization, however, that you don't want to have to exist. None of us want cancer. None of us want our families to have cancer. But the sad reality of it is cancer affects far too many lives every single day. And if any of you ever had a need for yourself or your family were affected by cancer, you will be so thankful that Wellspring exists. You pick up the phone, they will be there for you, mind, spirit, and body for you and for your family. They will be there. Now, everything that Wellspring does would not be possible without the kindness and the generosity of your donors. Now, when it comes to fundraising, a lot of people ask, where does the money go? That's a fair enough question. And I can tell you firsthand that your kindness and your donations make a direct and immediate impact on the lives of people who are hurting, who need the help the most. You have made a direct, immediate impact on these people's lives, and you, the donors, have changed these lives forever for the better, including mine. And I want to thank you very much.